While Brazil dominates the headlines and Colombia's specialty coffees command premium prices, Mexico quietly produces some of the world's most distinctive coffees, but receives a fraction of the recognition it deserves. Mexican beans emerge from more than 2 centuries of refined coffee wisdom, innovative techniques and landscapes that rival any coffee region in the world. From the bright floral complexity of high-altitude farms in Chiapas to the warm spices of traditional café de olla in neighborhood markets, each cup tells the story of a coffee culture that has evolved since the late 18th century into something uniquely Mexican. What follows reveals why Mexican coffee has been systematically overlooked, from its remarkable regional diversity to its deep cultural roots, and why that needs to change. The coffee world is obsessed with Jamaica Blue Mountain and Hawaiian Kona, but Mexico's diverse producing regions yield equally exceptional beans. Chiapas, the heart of Mexico's coffee production, sits at high altitude with volcanic soils that rival those of Guatemala's famous Antigua region. Family farms here have cultivated Typica and bourbon varieties for generations, maintaining sustainable practices that produce bright floral and fruity flavors that the specialty market seeks. Oaxaca presents complex coffee with shifting microclimates that create beans with balanced acidity and nuanced notes of nuts, citrus, and spices. Many producers here practice biodynamic methods, working with seasonal cycles that produce Caturra and Catuai varieties, which showcase both traditional knowledge and cutting-edge cultivation. Veracruz holds particular importance as Mexico's first coffee region, where tropical conditions produce bright, fruity profiles. The coastal heritage, which once made this Mexico's dominant coffee region, remains present in every cup, with Typica and Mundo Novo cultivars that deliver the lighter and more refreshing characteristics that define the most sought-after specialty grades. These regions collectively offer a diversity of flavors that spans continents, from Ethiopian-style florals to Central American brightness. While the coffee world celebrates Ethiopian ceremonies and Italian espresso culture, Mexico's equally rich coffee traditions deserve the same attention. Café de olla represents something unique in global coffee culture, a beverage that combines ancestral knowledge with colonial influences to create something completely distinct. Mexico consistently ranks among the world's top 10 coffee exporters, contributing 1.5% of global production, with 4.1 million bags in 2023. This substantial production represents a significant presence in international coffee trade. The United States imports massive amounts of Mexican coffee, green, roasted, and soluble. Export values reached $433.83 million in 2023, despite a 32% drop from the previous year. While Mexico maintained a positive trade balance with a net export surplus of $286.4 million nationwide, Mexico's coffee market generated $7.18 billion in revenue in 2023, projected to reach $10.57 billion by 2030, a 5.7% annual growth rate. Mexican producers navigate fluctuating global prices, international competition, and effects of climate change while maintaining quality standards that satisfy the diverse market demands through export and domestic channels. More than 90% of Mexican coffee producers work small plots of 2 hectares or less, facing volatile prices, rising costs, and chronic labor shortages. These producers continue producing coffee that meets international standards despite challenging operating conditions. Labor shortages hit Mexican coffee especially hard, caused by reduced Central American migration and competition from better-paying industries. As wages increase, financial pressure intensifies on producers already operating on tight margins. Many join cooperatives or seek certifications like organic or fair trade, seeking better market access and prices. Some achieve better income and stronger communities through these channels, while others find that certification costs and requirements outweigh the economic benefits. Climate change intensifies these economic pressures. Rising temperatures and unpredictable weather patterns affect yields and quality across Mexico's coffee regions, while coffee leaf rust represents constant threats. Government programs like Youth Renewing for the Future encourage younger generations to adopt sustainable methods and bridge generational knowledge gaps, supporting continuity in coffee production. Mexican coffee producers demonstrate remarkable persistence, maintaining production and quality standards through economic and environmental challenges that test agricultural resilience. Coffee arrived through Veracruz from the Antilles in the late 18th century, spreading to Chiapas and Oaxaca during the 19th century, while European immigrants, including Germans and Italians, established plantations that increased production capacity by the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Coffee had become a crucial export product that helped finance Mexico's development. Government support fostered expansion, though benefits concentrated among large haciendas that exploited indigenous labor under harsh conditions. The Mexican Revolution and subsequent agrarian reforms fundamentally changed this dynamic, redistributing land access to small and indigenous producers who transformed coffee cultivation from plantation monoculture to diversified and sustainable farming practices. The 1973 establishment of the Mexican Coffee Institute provided technical support, credit access, and market oversight, which increased both production and export capacity. When the institute dissolved in 1989 and the International Coffee Agreement collapsed, Mexican producers faced volatile global markets without institutional protection, but continued producing quality coffee throughout. Mexican coffee represents more than agricultural resilience. It embodies a systematic failure of the specialty coffee industry to recognize excellence that doesn't fit convenient marketing narratives. Producers navigate economic uncertainty, shifting markets, and environmental challenges while producing coffee that demonstrates both historical depth and innovative adaptation. This isn't about seeking sympathy or special consideration. It's about recognizing quality that exists independently of brand recognition. From Mexico City coffee shops to family farms in Chiapas and Oaxaca, each cup connects directly with heritage, adaptation, and determined effort that produces results that the global coffee community constantly undervalues. Coffee doesn't need to command premium prices to validate its worth, but it deserves honest recognition of the complexity, tradition, and quality that characterizes Mexican coffee at its best. Mexican coffee offers more than familiar comfort. It provides insight into land, people, and traditions that continue developing along paths that don't require external validation. The question isn't whether Mexican coffee will eventually receive appropriate recognition, but whether the coffee industry will recognize what it's been overlooking all this time.